taking your spiritual gifts and abilities and even your soul codes and taking them from where they are to quantum and 5D frequencies. We're going to have the most epic conversation today, and I'm going to try to explain to you what this looks like and how this actually is happening in a way that I didn't even see coming. And I am so excited to have this conversation with you. Like, P.S., I just need a second. Like, if you're not doing Qigong and like having a full-on dance party before you're going live, like, what are we even doing here? So that's what I did. Like, in case you guys wonder what it looks like in my world, like, I try to every hour to 90 minutes get up and do something like breath work or Qigong or like dance party. The vibe was, oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. I just listened to it. I can't even think of the song. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name of the song. But anyway, here we go. And doing some Qigong. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, come into the comments or let me know if you do it, and it's a whole vibe. So let's dive in. I am going to try to explain the craziness that is happening inside of our certification program for Quantum Illumination Reiki. I see Louise. Oh my gosh, what time is it there, girl? And Selena, what time is it for you? And Stacy, who are all in our certification program. I see Michelle, who's in our certification program. Oh my God. For those of you that were attuned, like, come into the comments and let me know how you guys are feeling this week. We had some of you guys that were attuned last Thursday. We've got a group getting attuned this Thursday. And a week and a half, we're starting level 2 and 10 p.m. Oh my gosh. And yeah, and now our level 1 is immediate access for those that are like, yeah, actually, I'm ready to go. So let's get started. And so you have immediate access to our certification program if you enroll now. But what I really want to do is I want to explain to you how to take your gifts and abilities and soul codes from where they are to 5D plus frequency. And I'm on PMS, so massive release. I totally get this. And we've got full moon like in the middle of the week. So yeah, like there's a lot of energy. I'm getting close to my luteal phase as well. I can feel it coming. So we just roll with it, and it means more breaks, right? But you guys, this Quantum Illumination Reiki is so much bigger than what I even imagined. Like, thanks, Spirit Guides. But there are so many things in our life that have to be experienced. They cannot be explained. And last week I was like, how do I even talk about this? How do I even bring this to the forefront for you guys to share with you what actually happens inside? And if you're not watching my stories, like, I share the testimonials. I have a lot of them in the highlights on some of the transformations, but this isn't just like 1 or 2 people. This is literally everyone. And I just want to try to explain the bigness. Like, what you think you're getting is like a bunch of keys and a certificate at the end, but what you're actually signing up for is you stepping into quantum levels and 5D plus frequencies. This is not about you just continuing to offer healing sessions. This is not about you just continuing to create programs and support your clients at the 3D levels that you have. This is about stepping into the next level, the embodiment of the soul essence that you know you're here to be. Like, you can feel her coming in, right? And like, yeah, I have some of my notes here and I'm just like, I don't even know how to put this into words. Michelle says it's so intense. So you guys are just gonna have to roll with me today. That's what we're doing. Honestly, like, when I really anchor into this, it's not really surprising, because it's surprising and at the same time it's not, because we're tapping into 5D plus frequencies and energy of the quantum field, and frequencies that have not been anchored into planet Earth at this time. This is not just, and what you guys have like experienced in level 1, and those of you who come into our certification program, that you experience in level 1 is just the foundation. Like, yes, you can absolutely make a massive difference, and I'm going to share with you what has happened, but like, that is the foundation. Like, girls, healers, buckle up. Literally, we're going to take it to the 11th chakra. Like, traditional styles of Reiki aren't doing this. And again, this is not a here's your keys, get certified Reiki certification program, though you will. I will teach you from start to finish, being fully supported along the way in a supportive community of like-minded souls all across the world, that you will learn the keys, you will learn the frequencies, you will learn how to tap into the energy of the quantum field, you will learn the benefits, you will have frequent check-ins and Q&A so you understand. This is not this is not wrong, okay? But I saw last weekend, and I feel like I need to do a piece of content around this, but I joined a Facebook community for healers and light workers in our city. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. Like, thanks for showing me this. And I saw get certified in Reiki 1 on one day, get certified in Reiki 2 on another day, get certified in Reiki 3 on another day. I'm like, how are they doing that? One day? Are you kidding me? No, this is a full program. Like, and this is part of the reason why I feel like sometimes we leave, and give me it, like, if you understand this, and again, this is no judgment. I'm trained and certified in other styles of Reiki. It is beautiful. It is deeply healing. It has served us so well for the past 125 years, but aren't you ready for an up level? It's like, isn't there something more, right? And so, like, I'm like, no wonder I left training feeling like, how? None of this like really makes sense. How do I actually verbalize this? How do I get this out into the world? How do I make an impact? How do I connect with people? How do I really utilize the keys in an effective way? In quantum illumination Reiki, you learn all of that. And that's why it's a full-blown program and not just a you get certified in one day, okay, bye. No, that's not what we're doing here. But I'm not really surprised that coming into the certification program that these kinds of things are happening. And let me just share with you some of the things that are happening. I was just, I get that too. I'm like, how the heck do they do that? I don't know. Level 1 is a game changer, starting at the beginning of the roller coaster of awesomeness. Yeah. No words for the amazing changes internally and externally, healing faster and easier. Yes, after the attunement. You're getting empowerment and lighting from up from the inside out. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this. So I actually was just talking to someone in my DMs that is in our certification program who just is in connection with the attorney that I recommend for healers. Her name is Maria. Like, if you need her connection information, just send me a DM. But she started a trademark process for her own style of Reiki. In the last 3 weeks, she has been channeling the keys. And what she said is like, this has been with me all along, which yes, your soul codes are always with you all along. It takes for you to step into higher frequencies to really unlock that. And what I love about this is it's not a coincidence, right? We had another student, and I don't want to say names because I know they like keep it under wraps, which I love for them. Like, sometimes it's like work in silence and clap for yourself, and then the external is going to happen. And that was true with quantum illumination Reiki as well. But like, another student said she was doing a healing session of quantum illumination Reiki, and then she had 3 keys come in of her own style of Reiki. Not everybody is going to channel their own style of healing. Not everyone is meant to come to the planet to heal let me say that differently. Not everyone is meant to come to the planet at this time to channel their own style of energy work, and that is okay, because you're on your mission, they're on their mission. But isn't it amazing? Michelle says, not a coincidence. Yeah, because we're vibrating at higher frequencies, because we're tapping into the energy of the quantum field. So it's giving you the opportunity to clear out your channels and open up the vessel so that you can access your soul codes clearly. Yes, even while you're getting trained. They weren't even attuned yet. One of them actually, they're both not even attuned yet. Someone else, I don't know if she's on, but Miss Stacy, Miss Ma'am, has written not 1 or 2 books in the last couple of months, but she's finished 5. Am I right? If Stacy, you're on. But like, excuse me, what? And she published her first book of her series. So definitely go check that out too. But I like this, like you're healing at quantum levels and the result is 5 books. Like you're healing your inner child. Like one of our students has healed her inner child at such a deep level and has been healing postpartum depression and anxiety intentionally. And then all of a sudden her crystal business, she makes like some really beautiful jewelry that I actually bought for my mom for Mother's Day. And oh my God, like it is so beautiful. And she infused it with quantum illumination and the vibration. My mom like took it on, put it on and didn't take it off. And okay, Stacy says 4 shadow workbooks, 2 children's, 1 manifestation, book 1 of the novel, but the first 4 in the series are complete. And I love this. LOL. Okay, you guys, a few years ago, actually I don't know, beginning of 2023, Stacey was like, I would like to write a book one day. And then she's written 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 freaking books. 10 freaking books. Oh my God. And Stacey, correct me if I'm wrong, like your novel series, the book 1 was complete in the last couple of months, like since March, right? And then the other ones have like, you've just like opened up a channel and like it hasn't turned off. Another one of our students has been doing some deep inner child healing as well, and has written something like, I know that you're on, so feel free to comment if you feel comfortable, has written something like close to 30,000 words on her own book and has done deep, deep healing. And this is a reflection of the frequencies. This is what happens when you give yourself permission to start, like, when you give yourself permission to stop entertaining the 3D and stepping into 5D plus frequencies. And like, it's like, this has been really cool, but we're ready for more. You can feel that you're ready for more. Michelle, yes, that's me. Yes. Miss, I've written almost 30,000 words of my book. Stacey, they were all finished since QIR started, but book 1 was like half finished before QIR started. Amazing. Yes. Selena, give me some material to read. Yes. I saw Selena in our community said, you were writing books faster than I can read. No joke. Oh my gosh. And another one of our students was like, maybe in a couple of years, I will start offering sessions. And then she had a situation where a horse needed some reiki, and then all of a sudden opportunity opened up and she's like, oh, actually, we're gonna do that now. And she's getting paid for it now. It's amazing what happens when you clear out the low frequencies and you step into a higher vibration. But what I really also wanna like tie this to is the butterfly effect of healing. Because if you caught my last live, or it's also, I think 94 on Sacred Whisper podcast, the butterfly effect of healing, and I will talk about this probably forever, is the concept that a butterfly flaps its wings and it causes a tsunami on the other side of the planet. When you do the healing work that you are called to do, and even more so, take it up to the frequency that truthfully the planet is ready for, but it's like demanding, right? Like, when you take a look around, and I don't submerge myself into the news. I have not watched the news since my 17-year-old was like 1. I just like, it just is a no for me. But it's undeniable in the energy that you can feel. And you also take a look around and see the collective consciousness is raising. That means we're required to step into higher frequencies. And when you heal at this level, it is felt. It is not only felt through yourself and your higher self and your soul self and past life, but it's also healing generations, side to side, front to back. It's also healing those around you in your world. But think about who everybody is connected with. And I mean, I just want you to think about this for just a moment. Louise is in the UK, Selena is in Georgia. We've got some other US girlies. You know, we have people that we're connected to all around the world. And especially because of social media now too, but even if it wasn't for the connection of social media, somebody knows somebody who knows somebody that lives in Japan or whatever, right? Like, because you chose to take a path of higher healing and you chose to choose you, that is felt. So I just want you to think about this impact for just a moment. Stacy, and this is you too if you want to write a book, but like it is 100% possible. Like, yes, if you want to write a book, you can feel you're supposed to write a book in this lifetime, then you are going to write that book. Stacy, because she's written her books and she's putting her work out into the world, and even Michelle too, as she's writing her book, like as you publish those, that is the butterfly effect. Your frequency is embedded into that book. That is making a ripple, a butterfly effect of healing all across the world. The healing that you do, for example, one of our students does crystals. She sells crystals and does the crystal jewelry. She's infusing it with quantum illumination and then ships it out to who it's meant for, right? Whoever purchases it. Purchases it. What? That's not a thing. Okay, or just roll with me here, okay? So whoever makes that purchase, oh my God. Selena in Germany did Reiki to someone in Australia. QIR is traveling the world. I actually have a session with someone in Australia as well, but in a couple of weeks. And she actually is the creator of our, like the visual artist to life of our logo and our emblem, which nobody's seen our emblem or our certificates yet. So I'm really excited to roll those out one by one to you guys. But yeah, I gotta keep something for myself. So like that is the butterfly effect. When you're like, oh, well, the impact I'm making isn't that big of a deal. No, it is. Your own healing. Selena's like, I'm going to use this for personal use. And now she's like, I did a healing session for someone in Australia. And it's like, and going back to the crystals, when it goes to its new home, it's infused with quantum illumination, then they're impacted, and then those around them are impacted, and it's no longer about the specific student that lives in LA, I think LA, California, somewhere in Southern California area. And now it's going global. When you tap into higher frequencies, when you heal at these depths, this is what happens. And when I started channeling quantum illumination Reiki, it came to me that this was 5D plus frequency. We're tapping into the energy of the quantum field. It is Palladian and Arcturian combined. And it's not meant to awaken, though it will. It's meant to ascend. And when you, and then also we're tapping into like the higher frequencies or the higher chakras as well. And so you're coming back home to you. And when I started channeling this, I was like, this is going to be so cool. I was scared, but I was excited. I was nervous. I'm like, oh, is this actually going to work, right? The imposter syndrome that comes in. And then I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to start like doing sessions of only this style. And I have over 100 of testimonials to date of this. And I was like, holy crap. As they started trickling in, it's like, oh, this makes an impact. So where are you getting those testimonials and stacking the proof? And this is why inside of our certification program, we have the fun. This is like the best channel. Like it's all amazing, but like we have a wins and celebrations channel to stack the proof, to show you your gifts and abilities and the impact. But I didn't know that it would enable you to write all the books, to channel new styles of healing work that's ready to go out into the world, to heal at even deeper depths than what we've seen in other modalities. And when I started seeing this happen inside of our community, my jaw just drops almost every day that I'm in our community. I'm like, wow, we knew that this was going to change the world because duh, we are. Like, you are changing the world. Your pure existence and deciding that you are going to activate within yourself and you're going to do your own healing work and you're going to move forward in your power every single day is the decision that changes the world. And when you really drop in, it is so amazing the gifts that come out into the world that you might have, like, maybe you've dreamed of, or maybe that you didn't even know existed. Because I didn't know quantum illumination Reiki was supposed to be a thing. I was just floored. No, when I was like, me? Okay. And then it started coming through and I was like, oh, okay. I got it. But sometimes we don't understand the bigness of it until we're in it. Sometimes you don't understand the bigness of the book until the idea flows in and then you start writing it and you're like, done. Holy crap, that was amazing. And then you start receiving that feedback. Sometimes you don't understand the bigness of the healing until you receive that feedback. Like, you know it's epic and then you receive that feedback. Not that we need feedback, right? But when you do, it's like, wow. And so where is it that you can feel that there's a pull for more? That you feel like, I feel like I've just taken a bite-sized chunk, or you've probably been doing your own healing work, but definitely doing your own healing work, likely doing healing on other people in some capacity, and you're like, there's something missing. There is something more. And where is it that you're like, shit, I am ready to anchor in to what's next? Like, you know where you're going, but is where you're going is what you're doing going to get you to where you're going to go? This is something I ask myself all the time. Even yesterday, actually over the last week or so, I've been dealing with something behind the scenes. And I'm like, if I respond in this way, my future self is not going to be happy. We're going to be having a conversation. But if I respond in this way, even though it's uncomfortable to the version I am right now, future me is going to be glad I did that. If I make this decision right now in the energy that I'm in, or from the version of me that I am today, my future self is going to be like, excuse me, what are we doing here? But if I make a decision that is uncomfortable, but is going to put me in my power and on the path to my future self, even if I don't know the steps, like go listen to Sacred Whisper episode 94, because I talk about the steps. I talk about the lighthouse, or yes, I think I talk about the lighthouse, but the light pole, analogy or visual, if you will. If I stay where I am, if I continue to live as I am, is it going to get me to where I desire to go? And if I can feel like there's something more, why am I not moving towards it? Why am I not trying to figure it out? If I can feel a pull in that direction, why am I not living that out? And I get that fear is real. Like, fear feels real, but it's likely not, right? It's likely you're not going to die by making a decision. I had something happen, I think a couple of weeks ago, that I literally felt like I was going to die. I was in tears. If you guys knew, the movement of energy we've been doing in the last 2 to 3 weeks has been wild. I am not the same person. And if you are not moving at this speed, what are we doing? Because your future self is calling you, pick up the phone. A couple weeks ago, I was in tears. of a decision that I needed to make, or something that I thought, brain, mind, thought wasn't going to happen. Like my human self was like, excuse me, like we're actually going to die if this situation happens. And I'm like, okay, full stop. Let me sink into future self and let me just ground, get out of my head. I'm a Gemini, so we're always in our head. And so I'm like, let me ground and let me get super logical about this. I don't usually make super logical decisions, like creating a 3-level certification program that I have no proof if anybody else can actually access the keys. I was just told, yep. And so I was like, great, we're going to go. Spirit says yes. So we're going to go. And then I was like, okay, that's all the confirmation I needed. So I moved, but there was no evidence of it before. Now there's proof on proof, and it's like, duh, of course, right? So where have you had no evidence, but you've moved anyway? Or where is it that you've had no evidence and it's kept you where you are, which is actually not where you want to be? I had no evidence of our retreat except for the fact that people have been asking me to host a retreat for literally over 10 years. And I was like, oh, there's a lot. 10 years I sat in fear and unknown, but also like just a real talk. My husband's in the Air Force and our kids have been like growing up. So finding childcare and planning a retreat around my husband's military schedule can be tricky depending on like deployments and TYs and all the like military like acronyms they do. But anyway, so I was like, February of this year, I'm like, I'm launching it. Don't care. I'm going to do this. And now we officially have 4 amazing ladies. Like, P.S. we have 1 spot left. If you know it's yours, we've been feeling the pings and the nudge, like, DM me retreat. Like, let's get you ready to rock. But making those big decisions behind the scenes and coming back to like that logical decision that that decision that I was having to make behind the scenes, or the fears that were coming in a few weeks ago that made me cry. I was like, I have to get really logical. About what it is that mind is actually playing the games with, right? Mind was suggesting that I might actually die, was flooding unhelpful sensations to my body, unhelpful thought patterns. And I'm like, cool, let me grab my pen and paper and actually map out this. And I died laughing. I'm like in Telegram messaging my mentor and I was like, you're never gonna believe this. I thought I was going to die and it was like gonna be like doom and gloom, and I'm like, but actually it's so laughable. It's so laughable. And I was like, cool, we're not gonna die. And all of a sudden something just shifted. Some of you guys have been sitting on a soul code. Some of you guys have been sitting on an ability that you're ready to add into your services and your offers. Some of you have been sitting on the decision to join our certification program and you haven't yet. Some of you have been sitting on the decision to join our retreat, like lovingly. Like, when we make these really uncomfortable decisions to step into the version of us, that's where the magic drops in. And just kind of circling back to like the craziness of what's happening inside of the certification program. I could have never seen this coming. All I knew was we are going to link arms and we are going to heal the vibration of the world together. We are going to raise the frequency of the planet together. Together, we are creating the butterfly effect of healing, making the world a better place together. That has been the mission. If you guys have been hanging out with me long enough, last year, I started the journey to 1,000 healers. That is still, even though I might not talk about it forefront, that is still here. Very big part of my vision. And even then, like, Are you giving yourself permission to see the bigger picture of what it is that you're doing? And is where you're playing going to get you to that bigger vision of where it is that you are desiring to play? The stage that you're desiring to play on, or the arena that you're desiring to play in, is where you're at going to get you there. And so just wanted to give you like some of these like downloads, aha moments, and try to put this into words. And I'm like, I don't even know how to put this into words, but we've got to get it out. And because of the decision to no longer heal in the 3D, but to take it to the 5D plus frequency and the quantum levels, massive amounts of books are being written, creating the butterfly effect. It's not only changing our healer's life, but it's also changing the lives of others. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, the decision to come inside and follow your intuition and trust your intuition and heal at the higher levels and learn how to support others and creating your own style of healing. 2 people is going to make such a massive change in the future. It's not only changing their lives, it's changing other people's lives. The decision to hop in, to trust your intuition and heal at 5D plus and quantum levels, and doing deep healing work and healing postpartum depression and inner child work, and like creating a ripple effect. It becomes no longer about you. So often, oh my gosh, so often we are face to face with ourselves, but what we really need to do is like hop on your phoenix or your dragon and zoom out and see the impact that you're here to make at a bigger scale. Even if you have a healing business, even if you've been doing healing for years, this is relevant. Selena says, fear is probably the reason why you should do it. 100% yes. And then Michelle said, my blankets will be infused before they are sent out. So I want to sell the chakra blankets. Yes. And so if you guys are ready to step into our Quantum Illumination Reiki certification program, it is open for an enrollment. You get immediate access to level 1. And this is so much bigger than just a certification program. This is so much bigger than learning the newest, most powerful style of Reiki to date, tapping into 5D plus energies or frequencies, tapping into the energy of the quantum field, tapping into higher chakras and no other style of Reiki is doing, healing at a subconscious, cellular, and DNA level. Even that is like, and also, this is truly a coming home to you. This is truly about making a bigger impact with those that you're meant to serve. Yes, of course, you're going to learn the keys. Like I said before, you're going to learn the keys. You're going to get the benefits. You're going to get the frequencies. You're going to learn how to tap into the energy of the quantum field in a way that's fun, flow, play, ease. We don't do the whole sit on a meditation pillow and meditate 25 hours a day thing. It's a fun, flow, play, and ease, because I get it that you're living a life too. Same. And so we want to tap into the energies in a way that's potent and powerful, yet packs a punch. There's a lot of there, but truly. So I just like zoom out and see the bigness of what it is that you're here to do. And if you've been feeling the pull with Quantum Illumination Reiki, DM me Quantum and we'll get you set up and ready to rock. We do have more than just level 1 as well. We have 2 and 3. 3 is our teacher level, and we do have 1 spot left of our retreat. If you've been feeling the pull for that, this is for you. If you like, these are the first 5 healers in the entire world who will experience Quantum Illumination Reiki in an in-person setting, in-person facilitation. As someone who has learned it, you guys have learned it. And this is also about embodiment. The theme around our retreat is embodiment. It doesn't matter if you have a healing business or not, that is completely irrelevant. This is about embodiment, coming home to your soul essence, coming home to who it is that you are meant to be, what it is that you're meant to do, who it is that you're meant to serve. Literally from the time that you get there, listen. I realized probably like 2 or 3 weeks-ish ago, the day that we get there is a full moon. The things that we have planned for our release ceremony before we step into the embodiment of your soul essence is crazy. And I was actually just talking to someone very special to me this morning, and I'm excited to incorporate some of her magic into this as well. So there's a lot of like embodiment, quantum embodiment practices that we'll be doing. But more than that, like, yes, of course, we'll be doing all like the practices. This is about being witnessed as not who you are, but who you're meant to be. This is about the late night chats and the full belly laughs by the fire. Probably not by the fire in Tulum in July, but like, and by the pool or in the pool. This is about great conversation during our meals provided by a private chef. This is about the tears and the laughter that we will share, the deep soul sister connections by the ocean. Like, it will change you and you will leave a totally different person. You'll be able to take this and incorporate it into your life immediately in a way that's in alignment with your soul essence. What I know without a shadow of a doubt is when you step onto the plane leaving Tulum, you will know you are not the same. In fact, I'm willing to bet you'll notice it the first night, definitely by the second day. Definitely by the second day because of what we have planned. And so if that spot is yours, DM me retreat and let's talk about it. And the bigness of what you're here to do is waiting for you to just answer it. That next version of you, the arena that you're meant to play in, is ready for you to play in it. You just have to make the decision to move. And that's what it's really about. I think there's a stigma around healers not like taking this action. And I'm like, no, we get to take, there's a reason why there's divine masculine and divine feminine energy. It's the harmonization of both. The divine wisdom coming in through that feminine energy, that creation energy. But how do you get it out into the world? Through the divine masculine. How do you make the aligned decisions? It's through the harmonization of both. Sometimes it's like, I am scared AF, but I'm pretty, like, I can feel that I'm meant to do this, so I'm going to go anyway. I have no evidence of this working, but I'm going to move anyway. And that is where the magic happens. So I'll see you guys in the DMs. You know where to find me. Go listen to also episode 94 on Sacred Whisper for like more in depth on like the light pole visual that I give you. It is chef's kiss. And do it scared. Yeah, do it scared. Where are you not making decisions because you're scared? Yes, I think I got everything. So sending you guys so much love. I hope you have the most amazing rest of your day. And I will talk to you soon.